Today is April 20th, 2024. My name is Charles Suter. Today I'm presenting How to Worry Without Getting Upset. My main message: the remedy to anxiety is to prepare. Most people worry too much, especially about concerns that are unlikely to happen or trivial matters with small consequences. Even when worry is appropriate, it's possible to heed the warning of anxiety, to worry without getting emotionally upset. Worrying without a good reason or without taking mitigating actions to relieve a proper concern leads to emotional distress and a feeling of anxiety. However, chronic and prolonged anxiety is not healthy and will eventually lead to mental and physical problems. There's nothing to be gained by continuing to upset yourself over trivial matters, unlikely events, or circumstances you can't control. However, when you have a real problem or concern, feelings of anxiety can be your alert system, your call to action. If the concern is based on a probable future event with potential outcomes unfavorable to your preferences, then you must take appropriate actions to both disperse your emotional distress and to prevent adversity and potential harsh consequences. The key to avoiding anxiety over a forthcoming event for which you have legitimate concerns is to prepare. Preparation leads to greater confidence, and greater confidence diminishes anxiety. Proposition 1. Worry only about worthy concerns, not imaginary adversity. Don't worry about impossible events that could happen but unlikely to happen. Don't inflate, fixate, obsess, and become preoccupied with small matters. Shift your focus away from what ifs and what nows and if only thinking. Do not waste time and energy fretting over trivial matters or events that are rare and unlikely. Be prepared to live day by day and only get concerned if and when a future event rises to a threat level that is likely to happen. Only then should you heed your concern and shift into action. There's no value to spending your valuable time worrying about the myriad of what-if situations that could befall a person. Focus only on realistic, probable, important concerns. Proposition 2. Worry proactively by taking direct action to mitigate adversity. Take a direct, proactive approach to all pending sources of adversity. Prepare and control what is controllable and do what needs to be done. Worry is a useful motivator to get you to act to prevent, avoid, and reduce adversity. The best ways to deal with a real probable threat is to prepare for it and to ensure that it doesn't happen, or if it happens, your consequences are minimized. Proactive means to prepare yourself and to take all actions appropriate to the level of the threat and its potential adverse consequences. There's always something you can do to protect yourself and your interests. Put in the effort commensurate with the threat and its importance to your well-being. Remember, the more you prepare, the less you worry. And I'm going to repeat that because it's very important. The more you prepare, the less you worry. Proposition 3. Worry inactively by taking indirect actions to avoid adversity. This is when you don't have control over your situation. So when you can't control the outcome of your worry, take indirect action instead. You can pray for a miracle to a higher power and then begin to express gratitude for your expected deliverance from what you fear. Remain optimistic, think only of the outcomes you seek, and give no thought to the outcomes you fear. Some threats you can do nothing about, but that doesn't mean you give up and passively take what events come. Miracles come to those who seek them, and there are many actions you can take that are non-physical. You can pray to a higher power. You can exude positivity, sending high energy waves out into the future so as to influence the possible consequences coming your way via the law of attraction. Law of attraction is nothing more than a self-fulfilling prophecy, meaning you tend to get what you expect. You can imagine yourself dealing with adversity with grace, dignity, and peace of mind, knowing that you did not lose your faith and you chose to face your challenges with courage and resolve to make the best of a bad situation. So my final message: worry has value. It alerts and motivates you to take directed action to prevent adversity. You don't have to suffer anxiety about every petty fear that arises within you. Screen your anxieties for legitimate concerns, dismissing those that are petty, inconsequential, and unlikely. There's no value to suffering emotional distress needlessly. However, when your anxiety is based on a legitimate physical or psychological future threat, confront your fears proactively. Don't deny or attempt to hide from the truth, as your subconscious sources of anxiety will not be fooled. Only preventative actions will be effective in soothing your anxiety. Preparedness leads to confidence and resilience in the face of uncertainty and the unknown future. So whatever you can do to prevent feared events or make it less threatening will help reduce your anxiety. Even when there's nothing to be done, don't sit passively awaiting your fate. Prepare yourself psychologically and meet any perceived threat with prayer, optimism, imagination, and high positive energy. Never let real, potentially hurtful world events get you down. Stay strong, resolute in the face of your fears, and often what you fear will disappear. Well, that's all for now. Remember to stay positive, you'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.